Hi guys, Nicholas here from the Southern Islands. Normally around this time, I would do a recap of what I've been up to this whole year. But since the Gundam Card Game just came out this year officially, I thought maybe I should do a video about what I've been up to this past year. And if you click this video looking for my Shenlong Breach list, just fast forward somewhere below. I'll mark it down, okay? I'll mark it down. So around this time last year, the beta version of the card game came out. Since then, GDO1 has really impressed me. GDO2 not so much. So we've seen the meta shift from blue-white when GDO1 first came out, moving towards green-white after people realized that Wing Zero was good, then moving towards aggro when people realized that dropping a lot of small bodies before the big boy decks can, like the big units can come out, right? That was the key to win. And basically I feel like the meta has just been these three, plus a little sprinkling of blue purple here, red white there, red blue in the beginning with Banshee, that's slowly replaced by the Orlando blue red, which is leaning towards the lower end of blue red with Versago at the top. Personally though, I think I did okay this year, not too bad. I remember starting off the year at Tefuda, playing green-white. Then we moved on to First Combat, which was the first ever Newtype challenge of the year. I also played green-white there. I finished high, but again, only top 8 got any promo. Then my first real win came at Agora. Again, playing green-white. That was my first Newtype challenge that I won. Got my first AOV build there. And then there was all the Bandai Card Fest events. I missed out on Philippines because I was on holiday, but I did play in all the other Southeast Asia Bandai Card Fest, and it was very fun because it reminds me of before the pandemic when I used to travel for Pokemon. And I remember like we used to go as a group traveling around to Singapore, Malaysia, Philippines, Indonesia. Now with Gundam, I'm able to do that again. I made so many new friends playing the Gundam Card Game. Thank you so much for the company and for all the laughs, really. Again, if you want to see how Bandai Card Fest, how it is, the environment, the crowds and all, I basically recorded a vlog of all of them. Links in the description down below for all of my vlogs. My first BCF was in Bangkok. At that time, GDO2 just came out. Rick Diaz was a thing, the new level 3 2-cost blocker with 3 stats, which made everyone scared to play aggro. Again, this was the first time that I actually bunked with Aristo as well. Again, you really gotta watch the vlog to see all the stupid things we've came out with. Basically, we decided on playing blue-white. I did okay at the Newtype challenge in day 1, so I got my first Camille Bidan there. But on day 2, I completely died. Somehow, don't know how. Aristo though, he managed to bring our deck all the way into the top 16, securing the playmat and a Hero UAE. It was the first time I got to hold the Hero UAE as well though. Then we moved on to Indonesia, so Aristo's hometown. Over there, on day 1, we noticed a lot of white variant decks, blue, white and green, white during the Newtype challenge. So we decided the night before again to switch it up, play green, white, but we decided to play Breach Shenlong. So I'll talk about the Breach Shenlong deck near the end of the video. I already put a bookmark there. Basically helped me to win my first big achievement, top 8 at the Indonesia Bandai Card Fest Regional Preliminary, getting my first Hero UE. Love the deck so much that I decided to bring it to an NTC the week after, and I won the NTC, so I got my Zeta Newtype Challenge winner card. Later on, I would play at the Bandai Card Fest in Singapore. Didn't do too well there. I met with all my matches were aggro. And then I went to Malaysia. Aristo didn't follow me there, but I was happy to see my friend Harry get second place at the Malaysia Regional Preliminary, securing his spot at the Asia Final. If you guys didn't know, we can travel to any of the Bandai Card Fest in Southeast Asia, but we cannot qualify for our side's Asia Finals unless we are a resident of the place. So I'm Singaporean. I cannot qualify via Malaysia side. All through Indonesia as well, unfortunately. So Singapore was my only chance, and that's it, you only got that one chance. I guess the Pokemon ranking system kind of good. The Asia Finals is happening in Bangkok in the middle of January, so I'll update the results on the Southern Islands, and hopefully Harry or any of the Team Ptolemy members, Brandon or Jace. Hope they're the ones who bring back the one of the 3 Gundam winner cards and go to Japan, you know, represent Southeast Asia for us. And I'm thinking that I will be there for Bandai Card Fest Tokyo as well. Maybe I should do a vlog? Oh, see how. Right, so the reason why most of you clicked this video, the Breach Shenlong deck. Let me break it down for you. Okay, so this is the Shenlong Breach deck. My favorite deck of 2025. Why my favorite deck? I mean, I got my best result out of it, right? So, of course, it's gonna be my favorite. Let me just put these guys aside. Righto, let's go. So let's start with the blocker package first. We've got 4 Zawards, 3 Rick Diaz, 4 Lefif, and 3 striker packs. Basically, this is my anti-aggro blocker early turn package. Discussing with Avisto the night before Indonesia whether we should go with 4 Vic Diaz, 3 Zawad. I'm not a fan of really 4 Zawards because I don't like the fact that you cannot attack towards your opponent's shield. But this deck wants to go first. We want to take the first turn away from aggro, set up an early turn blocker package, not just to guard the shield, but to guard our Shenlongs later. This is the key difference between your regular green-white deck, which, you know, usually you play Hiro Yui and Kira Yamato inside the deck. So you got a mid-turn blocker package and Ale Strike, but we don't have Ale Strike in this deck. In the end, we decided to forgo it. And, well, since I did well with it, I guess it all worked out, right? Then we have the hero package. Every green-white deck will have this hero package now. It's got to be 4 Wing Gundam 0, 4 Wing Gundam, and we got 4 Hero Yui. Shout out to the Ptolemy boys. These are from the Ptolemy boys. Jace, Owen, Hero Yui cards are in my deck now. You can't go wrong with this, right? This Hero Yui plus Wing Gundam is the greatest turn 6 unit at 7/7. 7 defense is really hard to break, right? And I guess the only one that can break it in 1 turn is got to be these 2 again. Normally, you come out this, you can take out your opponent's blocker. I'll usually aim for my opponent's Lifrith because it's a 4 defense unit. I want to get rid of that because the 3 defense unit I can take out with Wing 0. I remember when the game first started, we were only playing 3 Wing 0 and we played a lot of RAM cards. Don't forget Bird Mode. If you think about it, the way the green-white has evolved throughout the format, like from early RAM to like now 0 RAM. It's very, very interesting, even for just a short like 6-month period. I'm just gonna put these aside. And let's go to the meat of the package. Of this package, 4 Shenlong, the level 5 version, the one with Breach, and of course 4 Changgu Fei. So I have seen many green-white builds, some that play a little bit of Changgu Fei with duo Maxwell, some with duo Maxwell with Kira Yamato, some with Kira Yamato and Changgu Fei. Shout out to Brandon's Singapore winning list who played Death Sight as a way to ramp up to Wing 0 faster with Bird Mode. And he also played some of this Shenlong as well. But we went to 4, right? Because we were so confident that we were going to meet a lot of white. I was the only one who met a lot of white. Unfortunately, Avisto bricked on his day 2. So I was the one raising the flag for this deck. And this helped so much, right? So especially if you got this in your turn 2, this in your turn 3, and then your turn 4, you have 2 of these, right? So you got about 3 to 4 blockers, right, by turn 4. Turn 5, you drop this combination, right? You can go in, you'll destroy your opponent's blocker, plus you usually attack your opponent's blocker as well if you can. Go for the breach, and then one of them could attack, or then 2 of them could block, or 3 of them stay around. Either way, they're the ones protecting the Shenlong, so I could go in again and attack one more time. So turn 5, this comes out, turn 6, this comes out. And if you have sufficient blockers on the board, they can all go in for an attack. Usually you can win by turn 8 or before turn 8, right? If you're very, very lucky. You don't want to prolong the game also, right? Because you don't have a lot of big turn units. My only big turn unit is the Freedom Gundam. You saw it's another thing we're going to talk about later. So I only played 2 pieces of Freedom Gundam. Why Freedom over Justice? I like the 6 defense. I think it's a very, very good number, the 6 defense. I don't like Fatum 00 to be destroyed by my Wing Gundam 0. I just need a late game blocker to protect these guys as well. And I think Freedom does the job even without Kira Yamato. There were some situations where I had to set Hero or Changgu Fei onto this, which gave a -2 to my opponent. So there is those niche situations. Freedom did very well, right, on my turn 7 drop. So like one of my blockers might get sacrificed, then after this turn, this comes out, it'll be perfect. 2 is okay. Usually one will appear, and that's all I need. So the glue that binds the deck together on my turn 4, right, if I can't get a blocker, was this. This was a great idea. Again, thank you to Aristo. You know, our discussions really like padded this deck together. What I love about Heavy Arms is not the effect. It's the fact that you can link with both Wu Fei and Hero. And if you link with Hero, this card at level 4 is 6/6. And that can take out Gundam Amuro and survive, which is the most important thing. The fact that you can survive after the attack. So there were games where I would 2-drop, then 1 blocker 3-drop, 1 attacker 4-drop attack. They would usually, the white player usually will not block this attack, and it takes a lot to take this out. So I'll have this, plus this on next turn I have 2 big attackers going in. This is a great card. The Scry 1 is a bonus, and it has helped. Except in the last game when I couldn't find my wing zeros to finish the game off. Rests are pretty simple. We have 4 draw 2s. We got 2 unforeseen. The unforeseen has helped. I'm between 1 or 2. 2 is good, right? Sometimes this 1 unforeseen can change the game. And of course, you got to have 4 underground desert base. So basically, my tournament run in Indonesia was a lot of blue-white, a lot of green-white. I was only concerned about meeting aggro, which I did around round 5. I lost that round. Couldn't get enough blockers. But on the last round, I met another aggro, and thankfully that one couldn't rush me enough. I had all my blockers ready to go, and I managed to turn the game around with wing 0. I slowly playing it down, okay, to get to wing 0. We played 8 rounds. There was only a top 8 card. So the top 8 players who have gotten the Hero Yui, top 4 players got the playmat, and then only the champion took home the wing 0. So I unfortunately lost to red-white at the top 8. Again, just watch the vlog to check out my loss. What happened was that it was a white package, right? I did fight a red-white in the Swiss round, so I thought I was okay. Just to treat it like I'm fighting against any other white package, come out the Shenlong attack. It was just that I set up the board perfectly. My opponent with, he had an Aegis and a Kshatriya, both with 2 damage on that. So that means each had 3 damage, Kshatriya had 2 damage. So it's enough for wing 0 to come down and clear the board. This never showed up. I had like less than 20 cards left. I played all my draw 2s. I even scried, nothing showed up. Even after I lost the game, I had to draw like 3 more cards before I saw 1 wing 0. 2 was like near the bottom. All 4 were in the deck, by the way. None were in the live. So that was my run. And I did win a Newtype challenge with this deck. So the only concern is if it's a very predominantly aggro meta, you have to like pray that your opponent isn't running super hot and you run super hot. Otherwise, this deck might get overrun. Especially if you're going to link this on turn 4. Like, you'd rather want to have double blocker on turn 4 instead. And enough bases. And you're going to hit the striker packs in your life. So, a lot of factors to consider. But this is a great deck. And honestly, I can't wait to see how the deck would change. Let me just move this here. I just realized it's blocking the 4th Shenlong. I can't wait to see how my green-white deck evolves further as the new sets come along. But for the end of the year, this is my favorite deck of 2025. Will I be playing more green-white coming up? I'm open to playing all decks, right? I have every deck ready for the meta. January, we're going to see Double O and Hathaway's Flash coming. And GDO3, which I think is really going to shake up the current meta. People might be scared to play aggro again. But my guess is that some of it come back, you know, because aggro is always strong, right? And your opponent still needs all the pieces on the board to stop it. So I won't be surprised if there's still a place for aggro, even if not at the highest tier, maybe a tier below. My thoughts for next year, hopefully I can qualify for Asia Finals 2027. I don't know. I'm hoping. If can, I would like to be at all the Bandai Card Fests that I can play again. It was so fun traveling. So fun making some new friends along the way as well. Hopefully by then we will have maybe GDO 6 plus like some sort of special set. The meta will be so varied compared to right now lah. Until then, see you guys next time. Bye bye.